That's enough of a wait. So, here we are at long last. The end game of Final Fantasy IX. Now, before I jump into the dungeon, there's a couple of things I want to do real quick. So first, need to get our Chocobo friend here. I don't think I took the time to mention it before, but when I got all the Chocograph treasures, I made our good boy golden. Now he can fly in forests. Or that is, he can take off and land in any forest. Just like that. But I don't need the flight ability right now. What I need is to go into the water. So now that we've come back from Terra, if you go to where the Shimmering Island was, well, you'll see that I used the past tense for a reason. But more importantly, there's a treasure hidden here, and it's going to be kind of hard to find because there aren't any bubbles that show you. But I guess I got it in one. Alright. That's the important thing there. The Ultima weapon. And I guess Maximilian is fine too. That's a piece of armor. Okay, well that went much better than expected. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy as a series, you probably already know what the Ultima weapon is. Or just have at least a good understanding of the principle. So, yeah, there it is. It's considered the most powerful weapon in the world. It has an attack rating of 100, which is almost as high as it gets. Almost. There is technically one weapon better, but I'll deal with that later. Let's see, what else? I guess we can just get right to it. That ominous-looking orb hanging over the Aoife tree. Let's see, but before I do, I want to get my abilities in order here. I did some grinding off screen and got like 20-ish levels. Mainly for the ability points, so. Let's see here. What would be fun? I guess I can take auto haste off. Regen is always good. And some antibody, why not? With Vivi, we've got half MP, which is very good. Don't underestimate that. What else do I want? I guess for now I'll put on those, give him some status immunities. Oh. And let's see, what for dagger? Take Odin's sword off, because I don't really use Odin that much. I just had it on for grinding. Body temp. We'll do clear-headed. Okay, that's good for now. So yeah, I have decided, by the way, that my final party is going to be Zidane, Dagger, Vivi, and Freya. Which is, well, I think overall I just like those characters the most. So, yeah, here's a grand battle for our backdrop. It's kind of incredible, really. But, yeah, here's the gist of it. Now that the mist is back, all those fleet ships will work again. And it's time for Lindblom to show off its air superiority, finally. After hearing about it way back when. Of course, it's not just Sid who's going to run interference for us. Blutzen, you want to say that again? Steiner's right. Calling out Zidane. But not even denying it. I'm glad. Alright, so before we can actually get into the dungeon, of course we have to have a boss fight. It's those dragons that were just streaming out of the sphere, but just one. So it's probably fine. The Nova Dragon, right, that's what it's called. Let's see, what fun things can we do with this guy? Let's hit him with a flare. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh, so one thing I want to note is look at how quickly Zidane's ATB gauge fills up. Because it is fast. So one of the things about the game, I don't think I gave it too much attention earlier, is that your stat gains can be kind of dependent on the equipment that you have when you level up. So for those 20 or so levels that I got for Zidane, I think closer to 25, he had speed boosting equipment. It's not always obvious what equipment will do. At least I don't think it is. It might just be if it boosts your stats other than your defense or evasion, or whatever the case may be, then it will give you a permanent stat boost. So anyway, that just means Zidane's speed is significantly higher now. Which is good. That means I can get off those steals more frequently. Alright. Well, that was fun. Alright, so just because it's the final dungeon doesn't mean it's, you know, actually a point of no return. I don't think there really is one. I mean, until you get to the final boss, obviously. But we'll always be able to go back to the overworld if we need to. But ideally, we will not need to. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there's a side quest that's only available if you come into this final dungeon. Oh, but I'll talk about that after this mysterious voice. Oh, it's Garland. So much for mystery. I thought he was dead. Anyway, the place is called a Memoria, and that's why I kind of forced that pun into the stream title, and or episode title if you're going to watch this on YouTube later. So it's just a place made up of memories. Zidane, I want to point out that Garland said he was only talking to you, and not any of the others. Yeah, that's still the final party that I want. But here's where you can return if you want. Anyway, as I was saying, that's side quest. There's something you can do. It's only available after you come here for some reason, but it's not even worth doing. I don't know if you remember Benero and Zenero and their third brother, Gennaro. They're in the Tantalus group. They had the leather hoods and the pinchy claws. There's something about like finding the long lost siblings. The rewards aren't anything special, and hardly anyone even knows about it, and it's just not worth doing. Anyway, these rainbow orbs are our new save points. We can change our party members and use tents and save if we want. But we don't need to do that just yet. Ooh, that reminds me, I kind of forgot to turn something off. Oh, that was easy. Thanks, Vivi. Okay. I forgot, when I did my grinding, I turned off the battle camera. So it's a little disorienting when you just run into a fight and suddenly you have a command before the screen even loads. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. But there's something here. There it is. The tower. It's a weapon for Zidane. It's his second strongest weapon. I guess I'll use it just for at least one battle, just to show off what it looks like. Obviously, it's not as strong as the Ultima weapon. Although I was trying to look into it, I couldn't see if the Ultima weapon in this game is based on Zidane's HP. Weird. Oh hey, we've got a boss fight on our hands. So, one of the Chaos Guardians. This is Meliris. She was one of the bosses from, well, from Final Fantasy 1. I'm gonna see if I can do a trick here. Sometimes you can inflict elements, or ailments rather, with a, well, I was going to say it's a 100% success rate, but only if the thing triggers. Oop, I did not mean to do that. There it is, the Silence Darkness Poison Snake. I don't know if it actually worked though. I don't see any ailments. Well, so much for that. Oh man. I'm sorry, Vivi. I did not think this would happen. see, what can I do that would be fun? I think I put null reflect on dagger. Do some classic reflect strategies. Ah, the Ultima sword. Not as good as the Ultima weapon, but it's pretty decent, I guess. Let's bounce some flares off, though. Reflect, of course, is or this trick here is, of course, a tried and true strategy. The most effective way to get around an enemy using a reflect barrier is to just use one yourself. Because when you bounce a spell off of reflect, it will, well, it'll ignore a reflect on the other side. So in a perfect world, what I would do, actually, is I would outfit my whole party with auto-reflect. Uh-oh. I just realized that Vivi's reflect wore off. Sorry, Vivi. Extremely unintentional. Oh, I forgot about this, actually. When you defeat Maliris, she hits you with this final attack, and it can kill you and give you a game over. So, good thing everyone was in pretty good shape, aside from Vivi. Oh, let's get the good boy back on his feet. And we'll give him an elixir, too. Get that important MP back. But before I forget, gotta put the Ultima weapon back on. And I wanted to check out the... Oh. Huh. I thought, I guess I was wrong, that the Maximilian was armor for Freya, but I guess it's just for Steiner. Oh well. Let us press onwards. What's here? Oh, is this... Okay. Yeah, I guess it is Alexandria. Yep. Oh, yeah. So, here we go. Since this place is made of memories and Quina wasn't in Alexandria at the time, well, Quina has no... well, doesn't have any personal memories of watching Alexandria get blowed up. Alright, but I think there's something here. Oh, it's a hidden save point. This is what I was thinking of. Angel flute. Oh, but it's for Echo, so I can't use it. But speaking of weapons, I want to use this, the Tiger Racket. One of the treasures I found, it's the ultimate racket. No, we're good. So every one of these, or most of these rooms anyway, has a weapon for you to find. This is where you get most of everyone's best equipment. This dungeon. Which makes sense, I think. Oh yeah, there's this prompt here. Nothing happens if you check it, but you can actually challenge some mysterious entity to a card game, which means I'm not going to do that. Just checking to make sure I didn't miss any treasures in this room. Ooh. I don't know why I wasn't going forward there, but okay, we'll have a battle, I guess. Ooh, it's a chimera. I don't remember if it's weak to anything, so I guess we'll find out. Ah, ice. Good to know. Oh, not venom breath. Well, that's what antibody is for. Okay. That wasn't super strong. Okay. Oh, is it because I don't have much of too many opals in my inventory? I'm gonna check that real quick. 25, that's not nothing. That's weird though. But I feel like I can do better than raising water elemental attack in this place. Oh man, I think I may have forgotten something. Oh no, never mind. Oh hey, this is looking like the harbor at Alexandria. That's a very good question, Zidane. For now, let's just attribute it to Zidane being the main character. Looks like we're getting some of Garland's memories too. Memories from everyone. That would be the Eye of the Invincible. Alright, this looks like a place where I can find another weapon. Rune claws. Those would be for Amaranth, of course. Oh. Another boss. Okay. Let's see what you got. It's Tiamat. Oh, that's what it did. Inflicted heat. Okay. Maybe thunder is in order here. Hey, leave him alone. Maybe thunder is not in order here. Oh. Well, Tiamat's the guardian of wind, I guess, so that's cool. Float is going to do extra damage to Zidane until it wears off. Well, extra wind damage. A blood sword, that's a surprise. Oh, see, the nice thing about Flare is that it's non-elemental, so just fire away. I don't mind that. That's fine. Who do I want to try? I guess Bahamut. Why not? I, for one, would appreciate if Dagger contributed to this conversation with more than just healing, but I guess we'll see. Wow, what the heck? I mean, I know Tiamat absorbed magic, but that was bad. All right. That's good. Oh, that was just a prompt telling me I have too many Phoenix Downs. Let's see, which room is this? Ruins. Oh, I wonder if Venom Breath is supposed to be a counter. It must be. cold breath is supposed to freeze you, as you can probably imagine. Another place where you can challenge a ghost to cards, but after that, well, that's weird. This place was just in ruins, and now suddenly it's fine. It's almost as if we're going back through the passage of time. Let's see. Well, one's red and one's blue, so I would suggest that one is Terra and one is Gaia. Well, there you have it. So there we go. So Terra attempted this fusion process, and it kind of wrecked everything on the surface. Destroyed the civilizations. And that's why all the people are in some kind of stasis. So that once the process was completed of making Gaia more suitable for their needs, then they could be reawakened. So that means, by the way, that Terra and Gaia kind of occupy basically the same space. It's a little confusing, I think. Where are we? Portal? How is our health doing? I'll use a tent just in case. Because I'm pretty sure we've got a boss fight right around the corner. I guess this is a case of mind over matter. Okay, the fact that we're here means that there is a boss fight right around this corner. Alright, so I remember this boss, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I have every status immunity equipped. Restore HP. What can I take off real quick for VV? I guess that'll have to do. Gonna have to free up points for Freya. I'm not really using reflect strategies here, so I should probably take that off of Garnet. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. I guess I still have a couple of points. I can put them on. Do Devil Killer. That seems... It feels like it'll be appropriate. We'll see, but I feel confident. Alright, I'm going to just do a quick screen transition, just so I can get an autosave, in case this goes horribly awry. Ooh, it's the Iron Giant. Well. Oh, excuse me, it's just an Iron Man. Wait, stop. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah, damn it. Ew, Helm Divide. Automatically brings his HP down to 1, so not ideal. Okay. Now where's that fight? Okay. So this is very much an optional boss. Meet Hades. Look at him sitting on his throne there. Like some kind of asshole. Alright, cool. So you can get running shoes from him, apparently. So the thing about Hades is that he loves to inflict all kinds of status ailments. I think that's because he was a summon in Final Fantasy VII who did, well, exactly that. It's honestly been a while since I've played 7, so I don't fully recall. Let's see, we're gonna do a little protection here. Gotta keep my white mage safe. I want to keep Vivi safe too. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so, look at all them status effects, especially on Vivi. So I see slow, mini, blind, poison. Remedy will take care of most of those. But not all of them. It won't cure slow. I'm gonna see if I can get a flare in there. It's probably not, but it's worth a shot. Well, it went better than expected. Don't I have... Huh. I guess I was thinking of another game. I thought there's an item that specifically treats Mini, called a cornucopia, because of course it is, but I guess not. Wow, even that does nothing for damage. Oh dear. I wasn't expecting this. Doomsday is the ultimate black magic spell. It is very powerful. It targets the entire battlefield, not just your enemies. And it inflicts shadow type damage. So as you can see, Vivi is quite vulnerable to that. But I have armor on Zidane that absorbs shadow, and armor on Dagger that nullifies it. wow. That was a doozy of an attack. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's over. Oh man, and he gives the XP too? I didn't know that. Damn. Oh well. So, yeah, if you come here and you beat up, Hades here, he will, open up a synthesis shop for you. So, let's see here. I can make a robe of lords, which sounds like an awfully good idea. Tin armor is the best defensive armor for Steiner. It looks like a toy for some reason. We don't need to worry about that. That is one of the uses for the hammer. Protect ring. Oh, that's not bad. But the real prize here is the pumice. The pumice, as Hades said, you can only forge here. You need 2 pumice pieces. I think there are only 2 in the game. There might be a 3rd one that I'm not thinking of. So let's go ahead and do that. I know if you have the hammer, you can get a pumice piece back by shattering the whole pumice, but you only get 1 piece and you lose the hammer, and nuts to that. You can also make Save the Queen. That's the sword that Beatrix uses, but no one can equip it, so there's not too much of a point to it. You can throw it, but that's about it. Alright, so let's get Zidane back on his feet. Yeah. So the pumice, where is it? Did I? Oh, it's probably at the bottom. Here we go. It teaches her last summon, Arc. It causes shadow damage to all enemies. It's pretty alright, I think. I guess I'll have a chance to show it off sooner or later. Yeah. Did I make anything else? I don't think I made anything else. I can't believe I already forgot. No, I'm paranoid. I want to check one more time. I guess the other thing you could see in that shop, that synthesis shop for Hades, is that he can also make gemstones for you, as long as you have ore and usually some kind of status curing items. So it looks like everyone's starting to get this sense that, oh, well, there it is. Some kind of single source. Kind of a collective memory here. Yeah. Of course, it's time for another Guardian. I think this one is going to be Kraken because we're surrounded by all this water. Oh, and it's got some secondary targets too. Well, we'll do some Thundaga. And I'll show off Arc. Glutton's Robe, okay. So, remember when we fought that airship back in Oilvert? Hi Max, yeah, this is an incredibly long attack. I honestly forgot it was this long. But that's Final Fantasy for you. Now watch this only do like 3,000 damage. Good lord. How long does this go on? I thought the Fade to Black would be it. Okay, at least it did a lot of damage. But I'm... oh my god, I'm so mad. There's an achievement that I just got called Firin' My Laser. Thanks, Final Fantasy. Thanks. Now let's never speak of this again. Get your leggies all the way out, I guess. Genji helmet. I already have one of those. What the hell is this guy weak to then? Oh well, everything's weak to flare. Oh, but Vivi's probably going to go down. Is there anything sadder than getting a cure spell off on a party member that just went down? Kraken here better watch out if he doesn't want to get a face full of trance magic from Zidane. Still nothing yet. Oh, you're welcome, Max. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't show up either, but you're more than welcome. I was kind of curious, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought maybe that would be a little too gauche or something. So I'm glad you caught it. Yeah, I guess so. That would definitely explain it. I have been hearing some people saying that Twitch has been a little weird lately. Oh well. Okay. Do I want to make any adjustments? I feel like I do. But I don't know what they are. I already miss having regen on everyone. Or on Zidane at least. So, I'll take that. Oh, I could get rid of alert. Oh, regen is 10? Oh, that's mean. Well, so much for that. I guess I'll just put on counter. Freya can stay like this, I think. Because I'm going to have her jump anyway, so I don't need what I had on her before. Alright. Oh. 10. Okay. Alright. Okay, this place looks like it should have, oh. Everyone's pretty healthy. I thought there would be more rainbow orbs around here. I didn't think the save points would just be weird spots. Like that one. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, I forgot about Vivi's health, though. Oh. I didn't know that thing had venom. I guess it kinda looks like it would have venom. We'll take care of that. I keep feeling like I'm missing a few things. One big fireball. Oh, this must be the formation of the planet. Aha, I was right. Not sure if I appreciate the Earth, the planet being born only 5,000 years ago. Okay, then. No? Alright, so not this room. I still want to find the staff that teaches Vivi Doomsday. I can't remember if I've passed it or if it's here. Oh, it's right here, actually. Well, how about that? I can inflict mini, but don't worry about that. Honestly, I'm not going to use Doomsday myself, I don't think, because I don't believe I have the equipment to protect myself from it. I can reduce shadow damage, but I don't think I have anything that absorbs it. Or I don't have enough to absorb it on everyone. So, as a matter of fact, the pumice piece can absorb it. So that would be one reason why you wouldn't synthesize them to get arc, or one reason why you would use the hammer to get a piece back. But, yeah, without that, Doomsday is not going to be terribly useful for me. What the hell is going on here? Oh. Okay. That's fine. Let's see, we've already taken on 3 Guardians, so this must be Lich. Command by feet? That sounds wrong. Oh, so tempting, but I know it's not worth it. I don't know why I keep trying to scan the bosses when I know it's not going to work. Because after all, this is from the era when Square was trying to push its strategy guide. You know, its infamously awful strategy guide. Lich didn't have anything good. That's annoying. I guess technically he had Genji gloves, and that's not super common, but would have liked more, I think. Very rude. Oh man, I wish I had auto life. That's what I should be putting on my party. The shitty thing about Doom is that all these long spell animations really take down that timer fast. Alright, hopefully Lich didn't get a move in there. This might be fine. Or not. I think Zidane's the only one who's going to be victim to level 5 death. Yeah. Oh, but that means no elixir. Shit. I was not expecting this kind of trouble from the Lich. Oh well. Alright, well, so much for that. I haven't been mentioning it, but I have been getting achievements for beating the 4 elemental guardians. So Lich there was hitting rock bottom. They're all kind of puns like that. Kraken was all washed up. Tiamat was gone with the wind. And I already forgot what Meliris was, but who cares about Meliris? Oh, we're in space now. Just space. I will point out that I'm not touching anything here, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be. I guess maybe I am? Yeah. Just kind of floating around to just... oh, just a random battle. Oh, but it's a battle against a behemoth, so I don't think it's all that random. Zidane, how could you miss like that? Hey, there we go. Free damage. As long as you don't count getting attacked as a price. Anyway, attaboy, Vivi. Okay. Follow your original memory, huh? There's probably something in here about how all life carries some pieces of the memories of everything that came before, and blah, blah, blah. Yep. There it is. Trace the root of all life. One source. That includes memory, so everything is part of your memory. Something about the collective unconscious or something. I guess that's thematically appropriate for a dungeon called Memoria. And there it is, the crystal. The crystal is the source of all life. Well, it looks like there's one weapon that I ended up missing. That's kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to finding it, but oh well. We're on the final approach now. Oh yeah, so in this area now we have a chance of running into these crystal facsimiles of the Guardians we just finished beating up. So you better believe I'm gonna beat them up some more. Fortunately, they're considerably weaker now. They don't even get the dignity of boss music. Will this be it? Please let this be it. Alright, thank you, Vivi. See, how could I leave him alone? Keep him out of my party? I think not. Honestly, I'm starting to get... This is probably because I've been watching so much Final Fantasy IV lately, but I'm getting kind of the same vibe here, because the last dungeon is very crystalline once you get to the lower levels. So let's see, the fact that there's a teleport option there, I believe that means we're at the end of the dungeon. So I'm going to rest up with a tent. Let's see, I want to re-evaluate all my abilities. I'm not gonna... I don't think there's anything I want to... well, no. So we're gonna try this, see what happens. I'm positive that there's one boss right here. And it's Kuja. Oh, they're from the Crystal's Memory. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure they were the guardians of the shrines. So I'm not sure how it works, but alright. I mean, I would think that just because the crystal is the origin of everything doesn't mean that just that once everything's here, everything has to be beholden to it, but whatever, fine. Kuja wants to make his big threats, let him. As a matter of fact, Kuja, I do think I can beat you. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna win, but this is an RPG, and that means I have something to say about it. I like this line, though. That's a good one. If you're gonna die, leave us out of it. But Kuja's a little too self-centered. Alright, but that's regular boss music. We're not actually fighting Kuja right this second. Instead, we're fighting this guy. This would be, I believe, Death Guys is the name? Oop. That damn double tap. It didn't even matter. Okay. Yeah, Death Guys in this game. In all the games that he's appeared, he's taken on different translations, I think. I remember seeing Doom Gaze, Doom Guys, probably Death Gaze in one of them. Pretty sure it's a boss that first appeared in 6, I think. I'm not entirely sure now. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's all supposed to be a pun on the word disguise. Because I'm pretty sure the implication is that that was a fake Kuja we were just talking to. Dual claws is still nothing. Well, that's fine. I wonder, I'm going to do a quick focus. Focus is supposed to increase magic power by 25%. So if I'm doing about 8,000 damage with the regular flare, then hopefully I'll max it out with a single focus. We'll find out. And an elixir. Okay. Yeah, there we go. It's good to know. That sounds like a stance for a counterattack of some kind. I don't recall. And it doesn't matter. All right. So now we got control back, and that means I'm going to rest up, I think. No, I just need to give a couple of ethers around. But I do want to modify my abilities for real now. I have no need to steal anymore, so I can take that off. I can also take off level up. So I think that sounds fun. Auto regen is good. No, wait. Auto life. I still have counter on. I'll take counter off. Yeah. We'll do auto regen. I think Kuja technically counts as a humanoid enemy, so let's put on Man-Eater for now. And Bright Eyes, that sounds good. Alright, Vivi, take level up off, first of all. It would be really cool if I could put on something like Reflect times 2 and have someone with auto reflect. But I guess that's just not in the cards. What can I stand to lose, though? I can stand to lose antibody, I think. That way we can give... Oh, if I just had one more point with Vivi. Okay. It's fine. Let's see, I want high jump on. Devil Killer can come off. Level up comes off. I'm not terribly worried about. Just thinking out loud here. Take off accuracy. No, no, keep accuracy on. Regen. Take a gamble and say that I won't need Insomniac. That way I can put auto life on my healer. No, wait, no. I'm gonna put regen. If I could have both, I would. But I think this is what we're going to go with. Oh, wait, I should... Oh, no, wait. Keep forgetting. Auto saves, so everything should be good now. So here we go. The battle against Kuja. I am definitely gonna rock him. Oh, I love this song. Oh, guess I'm gonna wish I had no reflect on Vivi now. It's fine. Oh, rip in pieces, Zidane. Oh, jeez. That's probably gonna kill Zidane. Okay, so Kuja has Holy, great. This is fine. I think it really is fine. I don't believe he has anything I need to worry about. Holy is anything I need to worry about. Please, Kuja, you call that a flare? I'll show you a flare. I had a feeling Vivi wouldn't survive that. Alright, so, while I've got time here, I'll mention a little fun fact about my history with this game. So, I loved this song so much, I actually figured out a way to have this music playing when I had other games hooked up to my TV. What I would do is I would just plug in the audio from my PlayStation into the TV, and then just put on like my N64 or the video cable from that, and then I could just play whatever the hell game I wanted to this sound, and I felt so smart for figuring that out. Well, doesn't matter, says Kuja. We beat him up enough. I don't know about you, but I don't feel comfortable with the way he used that explosive Ultima spell right next to the crystal like that. And of course, Kuja was not the final boss. Life fears death, but lives only to die. Okay. Oh, anxiety. Anxiety becomes fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. That's right. They did this to us. Only, this voice here is saying that we need to treat that fear with total destruction, which sounds bad. All right, the theory's undeniable. What? Oh. Well, I've got another being here that exists for only one purpose. Yeah, that's a good question, Zidane. Who is this? This mysterious entity? Okay, yeah, no, I'm not okay with this. Well, there we go. There's Zidane tying the theme of this final dungeon into, well, into this argument here. Alright, so yeah, technically everyone is, well, hanging on by a thread. I'm gonna leave things as they are, though. I thought the game was supposed to give you an option to go into the menu here, but I guess not. Thanks, Amaranth. I'm not sure if there's any rhyme or reason to who's powering up whom, since you can configure your party any way you'd like. So yeah, the 4 party members on the bench reinvigorate your frontliners, and, well, here we are in the final battle. The final prep for the final battle. Now I'm going to put that reflect null that I was worried about. So I can have Vivi always on the attack. You know, half MP isn't going to be worth too much here, so we'll do some regen. Yeah. I'm going to take it off dagger as well. She can have a reflect null too, just in case. I'll give her Insomniac so she has all of the immunities. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. Let's do it. That's right. Zidane is right. We've come too far to lose. So there's nothing to it but to just wrap it up. So, meet the final boss. This guy. His name is Necron, and he's kind of controversial, I guess, as far as final bosses go, because he just kind of comes in out of nowhere. There are all kinds of like fan theories about where he came from, but well, that's just fans arguing. I'm going to put some reflects down on, let's start with Zidane. Like, I've seen theories that Necron is supposed to be the spirit of the Aoife tree or something. I'm not really sure where that came from. Blue shockwave, ew. Yeah, it looks like Reflect still has some effects. Oh, Grand Cross is Necron's signature attack. It just inflicts every status effect. Or has a chance to inflict every status effect. So, Dagger just straight up died. Zidane is Berserk. Vivi is Mini, but he's also doomed. So there he goes. I didn't see what happened to Freya, but she's up in the air right now, so... Oh, nothing happened to Freya, because she's in trance, that's right. Well, that's why I have auto life. Put it on the mage. This is fine. We're gonna be okay. I've just got a pile of elixirs here that are just aching to be used. That's fine, Necron. You can keep doing that. Oh, dang. I forgot Vivi was still tiny. He's already so small. I can't imagine what it must be like for him to be tiny. Well, now there's kind of a trick I want to try. I don't know how well it'll work. But as long as Necron keeps using buffs on himself, I wonder if I should throw Reflect on him, since Vivi's magic is going to go right through it anyway. So you are improvising here. Anything here that would be good? Let's do a Cherry Blossom. Why not? Mix things up a little. Oh boy. Things are going to get a little rough here. Alright, so... Oh, shit. So Zidane got weak, Vivi's tiny again. Dagger actually got zombified, so that's extremely not cool. Well, looks like that was it. We came through that one relatively unharmed. Except for the regen on Dagger is slowly killing her, but details. And it doesn't matter. We did it. Yes, Necron, the will to live really is that powerful. Yeah, well, that's what they all say. That's quite literally what they all say. But that's it. There are no more nasty surprises awaiting for us. We have slain the Aoife tree. We stopped Kuja from destroying the crystal, apparently. All the mist is disappearing for real. I wouldn't worry too much about the tree, though. It's just its violent death throes. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, they're still alive. Beatrix. It's one of the rules of these kinds of stories. Just because you think no one could have survived doesn't mean they're actually dead. If you don't see a body, they're still alive. Hagen, I don't think she asked for your name. There you have it. Yes, sir, ma'am, sir. Who can cheer? Well, Zidane, obviously. Because they're siblings. Don't forget that. See, look, there's everyone. They're all hale and hearty. Well, almost all of them. Zidane heard her voice and he's like, oh, damn it, not this again. But this is something he wants to do alone. And there's Zidane living up to his to that what you call it, kind of a title card that I leave playing at the beginnings of streams. One where it's that picture of him and it says virtue and you don't need a reason to help people. Yeah, Steiner raises a fair point, but Zidane's like, no, that's not why. Because, again, you don't need a reason to help people. And I guess there's also the kind of fear of just how close he came to being Kuja. Quina, again, Quina raises a good point. It is really not a good idea to help Kuja. I'm kind of with Steiner on this. I mean, Kuja did kind of, you know, ignite the world in the flame of war, took out Bermesia, just annihilated Clara, Alexandria, Lindblom. I mean, if I were in Zidane's shoes, I would probably just leave Kuja alone now. But, well, I guess Zidane isn't going to change. Or change his mind. Zidane wants the spotlight all for himself. And he raises... Why can't you be honest? I don't know. I think that was a fair point to bring up, that Steiner and Freya have kingdoms to rebuild. Amaranth cuts Zidane off. Getting one last jab in there. Zidane, you are one to talk. Oh, Aiko finally just comes right out and says it. Just admits it. To his face. Oh, Vivi. Oh, they're still playing off that whole thing, huh? Well, I guess that's pretty smooth of Zidane. Nice callback to the beginning. I like that Steiner has the courtesy to just turn the other way and let them have their moment without gawking at them. Alright, now let's watch Zidane be a big ol' hero. Ooh, I wish this wasn't so green. But, nothing I can do about that, I guess. See, this is an awful lot of danger to go through to get to Kuja, if you ask me. After all the problems he's caused? Well, maybe that's why I'm not a JRPG protagonist. I'll get a nice freeze frame here for you. That probably hurt. Yeah, I'd say so, Zidane. Oh. Zidane, I don't think he would. I think that's kind of an issue here. I guess Kuja has had a kind of a revelation here. Turned over not an entirely new leaf. Maybe just enough to say, well, glad your friends are okay. Just a little too late, Kuja. A tiny bit. Well, that's kind of a sticky situation. This text is going to happen on its own. Oh, there it is. That must be Makoto doing an internal monologue. Well, 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 look who it is. It's our good boy. Or is it? With a lot of tickets. And Puck. It's Vivi's family. There's a whole lot of them now. Look at them all. Aww. Freya finally recovered her long-lost love, even if he still doesn't remember who he was. Looks like Beatrix is going into retirement. And hey, remember Lonnie, the bounty hunter? She's here too. There's Quina applying her knowledge to the chefs. This would be the kitchen in Alexandria Castle. And it looks like Aiko's living with Sid and Hilda now. Oh. Looks like she adopted some new parents. That's cute. Oh, is Steiner going to finally say it to her face now? He is. Good for him. Oh, Vivi. Why did he have to go and say it like that? like this. No cloud, no squall shall hinder us. Do you get it? There's a little jokey joke there. Now, this is a different take on the play, I believe. Or maybe it's just different scenes of the same play. Oh, then you know what? This is actually kind of a bonus scene. This you only see if you have the hammer. If you remember from the first rendition of the play, Blank's character wanted to wished for peace between the two kingdoms. Have faith, Marcus. Surprise! I don't know how he did it, but Zidane survived the Aoife tree. I don't know. Dependent. Well, obviously that's not the important thing right now. wasn't that a touching reunion? So, with that, I think it's safe to say that the game is over. So I hope you'll forgive me for talking over the song, but I would like to take the moment to thank everyone who came out and watched. Whether you were in chat or just lurking, I appreciate you joining me on this adventure. This was my introduction to Final Fantasy as a series, so I'm pretty sure I said this at the beginning, but this one holds a very special place in my heart. So I'm glad that I got to share it with people, to share it with all of you. Let's see. What else can I say? Well, it sure seemed to go by pretty quickly. That's for sure. And I guess that's what happens when you're having fun. Well, whether you're joining me live or whether you're watching after the fact, on Twitch or on YouTube, I want to thank you all one more time for joining me. I really appreciate it. And, yeah. I guess now's the part where I talk about what I'm going to do next. So, the next time I stream will be on Tuesday, I believe. Or it should be Tuesday. That's the plan, anyway. And, you know, this time I'm going to do something completely different. I've done a couple of RPGs already. And, while I certainly still love them, I think it's about time for a change of pace. So, yeah, I guess it's time to announce that the next game will be considerably shorter. It is going to be No More Heroes, my problematic fave. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that. I'll be interested in seeing how it goes. It's kind of been a while since I've played it, so we'll see what that's like. I just know that technically it works, so at least I've got that going. But that's going to be kind of an intermission before my next big project, stream project. So I just want to tease that a little. I don't want to reveal it just yet. No More Heroes is pretty short. I don't know how many streams it'll take, but it's not that long of a game. So we'll see what happens. So I guess this would be around the time to end it, but you know, I can't just cut this off during the credits. Oh, I know. How silly of me. Uh, you know what you can do? You can always follow me on Twitter at Dante Reborn. That's all one word. That way, well, you'll find out, you'll get more details about when I'm going to stream or what I'm going to stream. Obviously, you can always follow me on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube if that's your thing. I know I keep those links down below the stream page. And yeah, if you want to talk to me about Final Fantasy IX, please, I beg of you, at me. It's fine. I love this game. I would love to talk about it some more. Yeah. No pressure or anything, but go for it, is what I'm saying. You have my permission. All right, there it is, the end. So, third time's the charm. Thank you again for coming out, and I hope to see you all next time. And until then, why don't you keep the melodies of life in your heart? Just for me. All right, thank you, and have a good day.